Hello. This is a animal totem video on the bear. And so this video is going to be jam-packed of spiritual symbolism on the bear. I reference the Animal Speak book by Ted Andrews, and I pretty much will just be going through the book, adding some of my personal experiences, and just having a chat about the symbolism of the bear. You can come back to this video whenever you want. And so let's begin. A bear walked behind my place this morning. All of a sudden, my little boy started screaming, "Mommy, Mommy, look, it's a bear!" Yes. It wasn't a huge bear. It was, I don't know, it must have not been that old of a bear because, I mean, it was still bigger than me, but if I was on all fours, it's a funny mental picture. It was still bigger than me. It probably weighed like 300 or 400 pounds, and it just walked by the back of our house. We do live in Western North Carolina, so it's common. There's a lot of bears walking around right now, and they do very funny stuff. Usually there's more than one, but this was just one bear. So as an animal communicator and a spiritual practitioner, I pay very close attention to the animals and insects, birds that I see throughout the day and that I cross paths with, to reference the symbolism. And if you look in my book, I've obviously seen lots of bears. And I've looked up bears a lot. So here in my book, I have written down the 5th of August. So the last time I was in here looking up the bear was just a month ago, a little over a month ago. So we're going to begin. The keynote symbolism of the bear is awakening the power of the unconscious, which is interesting because I posted a video last night about how the Matrix has everybody by the balls. Oh my gosh, I just got a text from a client that just found her cat buttons. I'll be back. There is nothing more satisfying than when a client that I'm helping find their lost pets, because I do lost pet location reports. I use my psychic abilities, Reiki and animal communication, to draw out where their pet is. And then after that part, I send them my notes. And then after that part, I get the address they went missing from to keep everything in spiritual integrity. And then I start working with a map, with the Google Maps, and I start honing in on what I saw psychically. And there is nothing more satisfying than when I lead them right to their animal, which is crazy. That is like, there is no high better than that. Or they get reunited with their animal. Even if I didn't lead them right to it, after they work with me, they get reunited with their animal, which is like, there's nothing better than it. It's so satisfying. And to be able to use just gifts that I have within to help people in such a way it's just beautiful. Life takes on a whole other dimension and meaning when you can be of service just by being you. Okay, so awakening the power of the unconscious. What I was saying is, last night I posted a video on how the Matrix has humanity by the balls, and how everybody needs to be, if they're not already, deconditioning. And what deconditioning has to do with is the unconscious mind, because society and the processes in the matrix brainwashes not only your conscious mind, but also your unconscious mind. And as you're ascending into higher dimensions, you are bringing up the unconscious mind into the conscious mind as you heal. Plus, when you decondition and then you start really getting into your psychic awareness, which is at our core, everyone, we are all fundamentally created the same. We all have psychic awareness. We all have psychic abilities. It is our core operating system. The Matrix has etched it out of us, or tried to etch it out of us. They've brainwashed everyone into thinking that they don't have it, because once people get back to their core operating system, there is no controlling them. That is everyone living in sovereign divinity with their own connection to source, and it can't be hijacked. It can't be controlled. Only you can control it with source. So it's interesting that the bear is showing up, because it is awakening the power of the unconscious. So it's adding on to the video. It's like, you know, continuing what I was talking about yesterday. The cycle of power is spring and summer. So, okay, the book says, the bear is a powerful symbol and image in both myth and lore. Stories abound of individuals turned into bears, bears into humans, and bears as gods. It has stirred imagination so much that even a constellation was named for it. I'm going to mess this up. Ursus. U-R-S-U-S. Ursus Major. The Great Bear. 7 stars of this constellation. Ooh, the number 7. It's my lucky number. 7 stars of this constellation are probably the most easily recognized in the northern hemisphere. These 7 stars form the Big Dipper, and they have links to the 7 great rays of light of the divine. The bear has lunar symbology as well, giving it ties to the subconscious and even unconscious mind. It was an animal associated with the goddess Diana and the goddess of the moon. We had some huge, crazy moon last night too. It's a full moon, but it was like a crazy moon. It would look really cool too. There was like energy like pulsating off of it. I channeled the energy from it to fix my eyes. I've been having some like weird things going on with my eyes, and I think it worked, because I don't feel any of it right now. And it took 2 seconds. 2 seconds on each eye. It is also a symbol for alchemy. The nigredo of prime matter. N-I-G-R-E-D-O. I don't know what that word means. Somebody tell me. The creator, maybe? Of prime matter? I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments. It relates to all initial stages and primal instincts. Like birds, the bear is often considered among Native American people as kin to humans because, like birds, it can stand and walk upon 2 legs. For many, the bear and the wolf are the last true symbols of the primal natural world, and many ecologists believe that how humans respond and protect their land and their future will be the most honest depiction of how serious humanity is about preservation of our environment and the natural resources within it. This can also link back to deconditioning. How serious are you about living and being able to exist on this planet and have these experiences. If you don't make the effort to heal and decondition and get out of the brainwash, you obviously don't care. The bear is the largest of the carnivores, but it will eat almost anything. It is omnivorous, eating both plants, fruits, and meat. It actually eats less meat than many smaller carnivores, such as the fox. Contrary to popular belief, bears do not truly hibernate. I found this interesting. They do live to a great degree on their stored up fat. The body temperature will drop a little, around 13 degrees, and the breathing rate can be cut in half. The depth of their sleep depends greatly upon the amount of fat stored. This reflects the bear's ability to teach those with it as a totem how to go within and find the resources necessary for survival. Hence, deconditioning. It is literally, it is that serious. The bear can teach you how to draw upon all of your inner stores of energy and essence, even those which have never been tapped or accessed, hence psychic abilities. Meditating and working with bears will help you go within your soul's den, your inner sanctum, to find your answers. Intuition. During the winter sleep, the black bear's kidneys shut down completely, and scientists are studying this activity, hoping it will provide clues to more successful kidney transplants. Physicians would love to find a way to duplicate this in humans so that diseased kidneys would have time to heal. This is a part of what bear medicine is about. The kidneys serve a vital function in the body. Okay, so if you're coming across this video, you may need to pay attention to your kidneys or do something. I know I need to drink more water. I know that that's a thing for me, and I know that this is talking to me. So, something to consider checking into your kidney health. The kidneys serve a vital function in the body, excreting urine and also filtering the blood plasma. Metaphysically, the kidneys are a symbol of discernment and discrimination. If a bear has shown up in your life, ask yourself some important questions. Is your judgment off? How about those around you? Are you not recognizing what is beneficial in your life? Are you not seeing the core of good, deep? Are you not seeing the core of good, deep within all situations? Are you not seeing the good of all? So, are you not shifting your perspective in every situation and seeing how the universe is working for your benefit? That's what that's saying. Are you being too critical of yourself or others? Are you wearing rose-colored glasses? So are you ignoring red flags? Bear medicine can teach you how to go deep within so that you can make your choices and decisions from a position of power. All bears are astonishingly swift. The black bear and grizzly can reach running speeds of 35 to 40 miles per hour for short distances. I'm going to grab some water. Where's my water? All bears, including the polar bear, can climb. Only the size of the tree will discourage the climbing. Bears are often associated with trees. Nature programs love to photograph bear cubs high up in the trees or adults scratching themselves against them. This is something you see around Asheville a lot. I mean, I haven't seen it in person, but I see pictures or videos that people take of bears scratching themselves on the trees. It's pretty funny. There are even bear trees marked with claws as signposts along the well-worn and traveled path of a particular bear. The tree is a powerful and ancient symbol, just like the bear. It is a natural antenna linking the heavens and the earth. Different trees do have different meanings, as was discussed briefly in an earlier part of this text. But in general, it represents knowledge. It is a symbol of fertility, of things that grow. As bear teaches you to go in and awaken the potential inherent, the tree serves as a reminder that we must bring what we awaken out into the world and apply it and make our mark with it. So that's sharing your experience, helping others with your experience, creating a YouTube channel. Find a way to share what you learn, because it does have value and it is meant to help others. We learn through each other's experiences. Anyone with a bear totem should keep anyone with a bear totem should keep the cub in themselves alive and occasionally climb trees, if only to get a clear perspective. So keep your inner child alive and play, which I definitely need to hear that. For those with the bear as a totem, it is important not to hide away and try to hibernate all year round. You must come out of the den. You must leave your house. This is even reflected in the birthing process of bears. Female bears give birth during their heavy sleep. That's crazy. Semi-hibernation stages. Usually 2 cubs are born, sometimes 3. They are born helpless and semi-conscious, like humans. The cubs nurse in the safety and warmth of the den throughout the winter. I saw a video on Nextdoor the other day of a mama cub. Like, somebody in Asheville posted it, and it was a mama cub in somebody's yard. They hang out in people's yards. It's absolutely hysterical. They like play on kids' play sets and stuff. They're so funny. But there was a mama bear leaned up against a tree, and she was nursing the baby. I can't remember if there was more than one baby. I can only remember one. I think it was only one, but it was so cute. I've never seen anything like that. Okay. The cubs nurse in the safety and warmth of the den throughout the winter. Well, these bears were out in the open. As spring approaches, the mother and her cubs will emerge. Oh, here we go. The cubs will have become strong enough to follow their mother. This is tremendously significant for those working with a bear totem, and often reflects a need to go deep within yourself, to have periods in your life when you can be more reclusive. During these times, you will be able to go within yourself and even give birth to 2 or 3 ideas or projects. They can be nursed through the winter, and then as the spring approaches, emerge with your babies to help them grow. Those who have a bear totem will find this cycle of semi-hibernation and reclusiveness during the winter very natural. They will also find that with the spring will come opportunities to act more assertively in regards to that which has been nursed through the winter months. Bear people should be patient, though, as the cubs will usually stay with the mother for up to 2 years. So that's nursing a project for 2 years to start seeing the fruits of your labor, which makes sense. This can reflect that those projects you nursed may not come to full fruition until the 2nd year of the cycle. Although distantly related to the dog, the bear is a closer relative to the raccoon. There are a variety of bears. The most common bear is the black bear. This is a kind of misnomer. I've never understood that word. I always want to turn it into misdemeanor. misnomer. Misnomer. Let me know in the comments. As not all black bears are black. Oh. So it's a miss, like, it's, I get it. So it's one of those things people say that is completely not accurate. A misnomer. Not all black bears are black. They can be brown, cinnamon, and various combinations. They are very playful, both as adults and as young cubs. This is a reminder for those with this bear as a totem. The largest bear is the Alaska brown bear, a relative of the grizzly. The brown bear is relatively solitary. The grizzly has long been known for its strength and ferocity. Although it can be quite fierce, it is not naturally aggressive. By far, the most outstanding hunter of the bear family is the polar bear. This white bear has no fear. It is the most carnivorous and aggressive of all the bears. It is at the top of the food chain and has no enemy other than humans. It feeds to a great degree on seals, and those with this totem should study the qualities of the seal as well. So if you have polar bears coming to you in your dreams, or you're fascinated with polar bears, then start studying the symbolism, not only of the polar bear, but also of the seal, because the seal is what the polar bear eats, pretty much. All bears have great fondness for honey. Honey is the natural sweetness of life. It is usually found in the hives located in trees, again reflecting a connection between bears and trees. It is so it would be good to look up the symbolism of trees too. It is a reminder for those with this totem to go within to awaken the power, but only by bringing it out into the open and applying it will the honey of life be tasted. So you have to share what you learn. And we're talking on a spiritual, deeply satisfying things that you've learned in life. The key things you've learned throughout life. Okay. I am going to end this video because it's already been, I don't know, over 20 minutes long, and I have work notifying me. I've got people hitting me up about their pets. So if you like this video, don't forget to share it and support the channel by liking and subscribing, and stay tuned for more. Bye.